Hey guys, what's up? Wow, it's been a long time I did one of these. This is what I call a retrospective, and I'm sorry for the fan air conditioning noise in the background, but I'm gonna leave it on because I'm fucking hot. So what it is, what it is. So I hope my voice is loud enough. I'm gonna do a retrospective. Last time I did, let me say, last time I did this was actually on Nightmare on Elm Street, and when I did the Nightmare on Elm Street one, I had like different videos, each of those reviews. I never saved them, so I had no choice but to do a retrospective and do it in one shot. Save them with Children of Corn with timing and everything. I would have to do everything in one shot with this. I don't have videos solo. I could have since it's the Memorial Day weekend, but like I say, I'm just gonna do it all in one shot review. I'm also gonna talk about the sci-fi remake of it and the Genesis version. You know, I did a solo video of Genesis, but that'll be, let's just hold up for that for now. Um, I think it's much easier to do like this than post at a time. So let's start with Children of the Corn 1. Again, retrospective review. I'm trying to do not no spoilers, of course, and just tell you what my thoughts is about that. Children of the Corn 1, I actually liked it. It's just about two couples stumble upon a town of crazy kids, and he who walks behind the rows, it's like they kill adults, because they're supposed to be like sinners and stuff, and it's pretty much just taking over the town. Actually, what makes this one stands out, I heard it was so much faithful to the book. That's what I heard. But I heard it was like some parts was like the book. There was some parts that wasn't. But I never read the book for none of these Children of Corn stuff. I mean, I don't know if it's one part. I guess it's one part book. I don't know if there's two or three to it, but I think it's one part. But like I said, I never read Children of Corn books. This is the first time talking about the movie alone. For me, I mean. But anyway, Children of Corn, the first one I did enjoy it. I like Linda Hamilton, always did. I like the actor. They make a good couple, and they pretty much come across these kids, and pretty much they have to survive against them. But what made this movie stood out was the villains, Malakali, I think his name is, the guy with the redhead kid, and Isaac, the leader of the crazy children. Especially when the redhead kid, the right hand man of Isaac, went up against him. I mean, no spoilers, but it was kind of crazy. But he was pretty creepy, man. That kid was scary as fuck. Then we got Children of the Corn Part 2, The Final Sacrifice, and this one I really liked. It was funny. Let me just say, Children of the Corn 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and 7. When it gets that part of the franchise to Part 7, it's like they amped up more of the kill scenes. Like you actually see some good kill scenes, and I enjoy the kill scenes for all of them. It's not like the greatest, but I did enjoy them. But anyway, Children of Corn 2 is like a sequel to the first movie. It's pretty much some survivors. The police came upon Galton, the town, and they got a few of the kids. They go to another town and stay with foster families. And of course, what happened in the original town is like the survivors, the kids that was with Isaac, is like what they did on that town is going to do the same thing to this town. They're going to start killing people. They're adding the story in Children of the Corn Part 2. This time you got a father and son going to the town. The father's trying to start all over again. The son, he ended up being stuck with his dad because he was kind of like a bad boy towards his mom, what it says in the storyline. So as the movie progressed, the father and son had to pretty much battle the evil cult. Then we got Children of the Corn 3, Urban Harvest, which is like pretty much, I would say, a sequel to 1 and 2 again. This time you got two of the kids survive the town. They're adopted by a family in Chicago, and the younger brother wants to continue on the legacy of the Children of the Corn of the cult, by planting corn in the factory across from their home. And the older brother of the town that living with the foster family with his younger brother in the city, he kind of like changes his life around now. Like he doesn't want to be part of it. He wants to be like a normal kid again, but of course the younger brother's not approving of it. And as the younger brother stepped up to his game with the city kids, he started brainwashing the city kids, and then pretty much the older brother would have to stop his younger brother from what they did in the town, from not doing it in the city, trying to stop his brainwashing other kids, and this movie was good. I actually liked Children of the Corn 3, and then we got Children of the Corn 4, and this time, excuse me, they kind of changed the story around a bit. This time we got actually Naomi Watts in this movie. What's so interesting about Children of the Corn from 1 through 7? you'd be surprised. You got some actors in this movie, man, that you'll never think will become famous later on. But anyway, Noah Watts' character, she's like a I say like a nurse or assistant doctor, I would say probably, going back to the town to visit her mom who's sick. And there's a story with it. There was a preacher, a young preacher that was destroyed by people in his town that did not like him for who he is. And pretty much he comes back for revenge, willing to take the kids with him. And again, same story like the rest of them. And pretty much kill all the adults in the town pretty much. Then we got Children of Corn 5. And oh, this one's hot. Look at Eva Mendes in this movie, but she does not have a big role in this movie, by the way. But it was interesting to see Children of Corn 5 because you see Eva Mendes, not Eva, excuse me. But anyway, Children Corn 5 is pretty much about young adults stumbling upon the town and of course they stumble upon the children that kills adults pretty much. Um, Children Corn 6, which is Isaac's Return, which is pretty obvious. If you're gonna say there's gonna be a true sequel to Children Corn Part 1, it's probably Children Corn 6. And this time you got Isaac who's in a coma this time, and he's finally awakened. He finds out that he has a son, and you got this woman who's come to this town, wants to know where she grows up from, and as the mystery revolves around the girl, who she is, and what she's about in this town, and why and who her mother is pretty much. And of course, you got Isaac. Like I said, he's back. He got his own plan about Britain, about the prophecy, and he also, like I said, he also has a son. Let's just say he has his own agenda. No spoilers. But Children of Corn 6, I highly enjoyed it, in my opinion. Children of Corn 7, Revelation. This time you got a young woman, called her grandmother, wants to know what happened to her and stuff, and this apartment building. Part 7 actually takes place in the city, kind of like Children of Corn Part 3. And she starts seeing visions of these spooky kids around the apartment building, and the residents in the building start dying one by one. And with the young woman, the help of a police officer, they're gonna battle the evil kids. All from 1 through 7, I highly enjoyed it. In my opinion, I was not disappointed in any of them. And then let me just throw in a little mixed bag. I'm going to talk about the sci-fi remake of it and the Genesis remake. Due to time, I'm not going to show the picture, but the sci-fi remake, at first I hated it, but when I saw Genesis, let me say Children of the Corn Genesis was horrible as hell. To me, if you do Children of the Corn, kids should be killing adults. We should see more of that. But there was so many faults in that movie, it was just plain stupid. I can't even get through it right now in this blog, but I did a separate blog on it. I just have to find and post it. But Children of the Corn Genesis is horrible. As for the sci-fi remake, I want to make a full apology. I should have gave it another chance, and I did. And when you look on it, the Sci-Fi Channel remake of Children of the Corn was really good. I wasn't open-minded about it, and I should have. So, but the movie was good. I mean, the only thing is was the two annoying couples who wanted to die right away. But be patient, they will. Yeah, a little spoiler, but still, the Sci-Fi remake was highly good. At least it was more darker. It was more realistic, like I would say, out of all the franchise. The kids was killing adults. The kids were vicious. They got down to the point who they are, what they are about. So the sci-fi remake was actually good, and you know what? I definitely want to see the unrated version. Hopefully, I can see it one day on cable instead of watching the sci-fi edit version. Anyway, guys, peace and see you later.